Being grounded is important in so many ways, and it's never more true than when it comes to your footing outside. So let's take a look at some of my favorite adventure shoes so that you're rock solid when you're outdoors enjoying nature. Stay tuned at the end for my absolute favorite pick. But first up, we have the Hoka Clifton 9s. These shoes are incredibly soft. There's new foam and improved outsole design, making it lighter and more cushioned than any of the previous versions of the Clifton. The Hoka Clifton 9s are $145, so they're a nice standard pricing as far as trail shoes go. And comfort is the name of the game with these shoes. The sole is super thick but light, and it makes long days on your feet a breeze whether you're standing, walking, hiking, or running. They were even awarded the American Podiatric Medical Association Seal of Acceptance, ensuring that it promotes foot health during everyday activities. I really like these for their comfort, and all the colorways are really nice too. These are just great shoes for everyday use as walking about shoes, hikers, or runners, if you want to prioritize comfort over anything else. Now, they do have lots of great features like good grippy soles and ventilation here, and then tons of cushioning that makes you feel very supported, but lightweight and support are the keys with these. Now, as good as massive amounts of cushioning are, maybe that's not your top priority. That's where these Nora 001 trail running sneakers come in. At $285 to $300 depending on your options, these are not a budget pick, but these are the Ferrari of all trail shoes. And by that I mean they're pricey but meticulously designed. These were engineered with materials designed to leave the lightest footprint, pun intended, possible. And the Nora 001, the upper is made from a Dyneema fabric, all in like a single piece. So these things are extremely robust and very, very, very lightweight. Like, I cannot stress enough how lightweight and durable these things are. I mean, you can tell these are well-loved shoes. I got them in white for trail shoes, but they're stained and dirty, and I love them. They're great at what they do. There's minimal cushioning in the upper, like you can see here. There's just a little bit bumped out here and here, but it's so well fitting that you really don't notice any pressure points. It just drapes over your foot like a fine piece of fabric should, and you really don't notice any sort of weird pressure as you're running, even though most of the weight comes from the sole itself. Now, the midsole on these are a custom Nora midsole, and it's robust in its ability to hold up to pressure from miles and miles of trail running. It does a great job of that. And then the outsole itself is a Vibram Mega Grip outsole, which is awesome. You are very sure-footed in this. You don't feel like you're going to slip or anything with these. These things are just great. There's little reflective bits across here and the tongue and the heel so that you can like be seen if you're out and about, if you're not on a trail, but on a road it's a lot more important for that kind of stuff. But again, just absolutely great shoes. If money is no object for you, you will absolutely appreciate the craftsmanship and the performance of these incredible shoes from Nora. Now, if you can tell from the mud and dirt on these bad boys, I've had these Brooks Cascadias for a long time. These are the 12s. They're all the way up to 17s now, but the price has always been $140 on these. Now, from the 12s to the 16s, the drop on them has gone from 12mm drop down to an 8mm drop. I'm not sure what the drop is on the 17s. I haven't worn those at all, so I don't know anything about those. But these are Brooks's most rugged trail runners, and they are highly regarded by hikers for their comfort and durability, especially through hikers and everything. So while they're designed to be runners like all of these shoes, also great for hiking. I mean, if you look at these things, obviously very beat up, very muddy, but again, I love these shoes. They have a great hex grip pattern for the lugs on the grips, and there's a thing they call ballistic rock shields, which are just rock plates for solid traction and softer footfalls on uneven terrain. And these things can really, really hold up to the pressure of being weighted down with a heavy pack or just a heavy person. They are fantastically robust, and I can say from experience you can easily get 300 to 500 miles out of these. That'll all depend on your kind of weight and use, but that's kind of the range there. They're excellent shoes. These are not as breathable as some of the others on this list, but the comfort and the support is so good, it's a nice trade-off. And they're right in line price-wise with the others. Now, before we get to the last shoe, I wanted to throw in an honorable mention here. These aren't adventure shoes, they're just kind of everyday shoes. I mean, technically, they are classic tennis shoes, and that's these Nike Kill Shots here. But I absolutely love these shoes. These are just great everyday shoes. You can see kind of how worn these are and how much I've used them, but I just love these things. They're super comfortable, very lightweight for just kind of an everyday shoe, a great gum sole, and good styling with the suede and the leather and everything. And I like these so much that I've even replaced a pair when I've had them stolen. Like I've mentioned that before in a short when I was talking about these shoes. But yeah, I mean, these are just great all around shoes and not necessarily built for adventures, but sometimes you can only buy one shoe. And I think these things are like 90 bucks, so they're not bad for Nikes. And these are just always in style and cool and comfortable. And I just wanted to shout them out because they're great. I freaking love these things, man. But now let's get on to my top pick for adventure shoes. Now, finally, we have my favorite pick of the bunch. And if you've been watching my videos, you probably know what this is, but it's the Agility Peak 5s from Merrell. Now, the reason these are my favorites out of all of these, like I said, all these are great shoes, but these Merrell Agility Peak 5s, and this is the Huckberry collaboration they did with their special colorway, which is awesome. I absolutely love the look of these. Fantastic. Why they are my top pick is because of the fact that they take a little bit of all the things I like from each of these shoes I've listed so far and combine them together in a way that makes them just great all around shoes. I mean, they have the sole and the cushioning from the Hokas. They have the ventilation and the lightweight feeling from the Nora runs, and they have the same sort of rock plates and amazing grippy sole that's on so many of these shoes that I've listed. They've got a Vibram Mega Grip sole, loads of details that I can go into, and I have an in-depth review on this channel, so if you just want to click the link and watch that video after this one's done, like, you can see all the details about these because there's just so much thought and effort going into these. But they're great style, excellent support, good ventilation all the way through, and fabulous grip. And these things really are incredible, especially at their price point of 140 bucks. Like I said, that price is kind of standard pricing for trail shoes, and to kind of get that sort of everyman pricing and have so many features done so well in this thing are why they are my top pick. I mean, I cannot say enough good things about these shoes. They have just been so impressive. They've really kind of shattered my expectations of them. I already had good expectations because Merrell makes some of my favorite hiking boots, and then I knew they were going to put the same sort of effort into the shoes, and so I had high expectations going in. But the more I've worn these, the more I've realized how good they are, because when I don't wear them for like a long walk or a hike or a run or whatever, I notice a significant difference in the sort of pressure and pain in my foot afterwards than if I wear these. These things just do such a good job at being supportive and lightweight and locking in your heel and still giving you room to like adjust your toes and do all the things that you want them to do, that like I just can't have any other top pick. I hope these picks are helpful and get you started or lead you directly to your next favorite pair of adventure shoes, because I know it's hard to find the shoes you need and do all the research and everything. And so I thank you for trusting me to have put all the miles on these shoes and give you my opinion, and I hope it really helps you all out and you're able to get something out of this. All right, take it easy, y'all.